Room temperature. Beverage temperature. Handy dandy little cool box. Time for a cool one. Well, it's Homebrew Wednesday again. Another week. Several more beers later. We come back round to that day again. Everyone started smoking these. It was all your fault, Jonah. They put a green LED in the end just so you won't mistake it for a real cigarette. Oh, you'd have to be pretty dumb, because this is the size of a real cigarette. This is the size of an e-cigarette. Mine's bigger than yours. Toss. Well, Homebrew Wednesday again. Got the beer fridge in. Just need to have to do these things in these English summers. It'll be pissing down rain next week probably. Get a cold one in, don't I? So we've imported the Electrolux beer cooler, or it's a beer cooler now, cooler box. Obviously it's cooling them down quite well now at 1 degree. It was 5 degrees yesterday, but I've let the beers warm up a little bit before I have them. 1 degree is a little bit too cold for me, but has livened up the old Weizen beer here. It's a crystal, so you don't get the cloudy. Well, you can see it in the light. Well, I suppose we better crack on with a hop update, because there's bugger all else to talk about. Well, here we are again for another hop update. Leaves haven't got much bigger. Seems to be concentrating all its energy into growing along here. Starting to double back on itself and go along the fence. The other one's off down that way. And the other one is just about up to the post. And this one's going along the fence as well, which is where I'm going to drain them. We've got a few strays down the bottom here. I might just drain them along the bottom rail, seems there's nowhere else for them to go. Here we are with the other ones. Just up to there. That one's reaching for the sky. This one's got so tall. You can now hook yourself around the other one. I'm going to have to think of a plan for these ones. You can see the next little shoots are coming out the side on them. That's about it. And I heard about your little mishap there, Tom. Mr. Old Homebrew Tom now. You can't really call yourself new to Homebrew, can you? But there, I found this for you, mate. Normal plug, but it's got a switch with a neon. Where's the item number? Christ, look at the bloody focus. Piece of a shit. There you go, quick. There you go, Tomsky. I know your name's not Tomsky, but if you live around here it'd have to be. Oh. Right. Well, that's it. The hops are growing as they're supposed to. I don't know whether we'll get any flowers on them this year compared to the size of the big boys back at the house, which are about 5 times the growth for them. Obviously they've been established for a number of years, 3 that I know of, and they were there before I started working on the house. So 3 seasons, 4 seasons, 5 seasons, because I think the house was empty for nearly 2 years. Unfortunately I think some of them are going to go before harvest time, because the edge is going to get the the snip, and the fence has got to come down, so could be a bit of a loss there. I was hoping for a double harvest. Beer wise, well, no, nothing. I haven't literally no time for any of that messing about making beer. All I've done is, ooh, she's clearing. Let's have a look at that. I haven't had a look at that. Thought we'd leave it till today. But she was cloudy like a scrumpy. And she's sediments dropped out in the bottle. Got a little, quite a bit in the bottom. See how compacted it is. Not very compacted. I'm going to leave that a wee longer. Hopefully we'll be able to chill those next week and have a little snifter. And drop one in the trial jar, see what we've produced ABV wise after the second fermenting bottle conditioning. See what those little Holland and Barrett malt jars have come out at. It was 9.19 I think going into the bottle, so they sort of say around about 0.2 to 0.5% increase for the fermentation in the bottle, so yeah, it could be an interesting little brew. Could just be an alcohol, who cares? The other ones won't have as much sugar in them, I don't think, and obviously they'll have some flavourings, but I might do another little batch of one of those with some hops. I'll have to get myself over to Idle Valley Brewing and order some of his hop pellets before they all go. Limited stocks, hurry now! But yeah, that's not much. I've got nothing really in the pipe work yet until we know how those ferment out and come out. It's looking good at the minute, so once that's done, hopefully weather might cool down a little bit. So it's a wee bit warm in here for brewing at the minute. I think we're still 26 degrees in here. Normally it's about, on a sort of average day, about 19, 20, which is obviously ideal temperatures. Not so ideal in the winter, but hopefully going back to the building project side of things, I can get my concrete pad done, my kerosene tank, and get some kerosene for this winter, so we might not have to huddle around a burning newspaper and a candle for warmth. And the dogs come in handy for hot water bowls, but they are. But yeah, throat's getting dry. Must be those e-cigs. But if you watch my Beer Fun Friday, all the beers are now ex-beers. They are now empty vessels awaiting homebrews, providing the bottle capper will cap the American bottles. I thought I'd have a little taste tester of some hops just to see what ones I liked, what ones I didn't like. I'm still, some of the websites on the breweries are a bit vague as to what hops they use. Some of them with 3, obviously the Duvel was a limited edition with the Sriracha, but that still had a more grapefruity taste to it, so obviously I think the other hops were the American style, Cascade and Amarillo and Centennials, in a lot of those beers in one way or another. Some were more pungent than others. I think the first one, I can't remember, was the Hot Bomb, which was an English one, but in American style, I think. But it was drinkable, but it's not one you'd sort of want 5 or 6 of. It was more like sucking a grapefruit, and I'm not that keen on grapefruits. Unless they're alcoholic beverages. But no, that's it. Also, I've been watching Welsh Brewers videos on his channel. If you haven't checked his channel out, check out Welsh Brewer. He's been doing the turbo washes, the sugar and water and turbo yeast, and turning it in. I think he's been freeze distillation, letting it start to freeze, drawing off the alcohol, which is the last thing to freeze. So he uplifts the ABV and then been cutting it back down and making mixer drinks, schnapps, vodka, flavoured vodkas and that sort of thing. So something I want to try and get a bit of time to do as well, because you can see back there it's empty. The vodka, no, it's the schnapps. The vodka, I got some absolute vodka. Well, vodka, as they say round here, if you talk local, because they ain't talking Norfolk. It's empty. I was going to treat myself to a little Polish one. Nice girl she was. Only £15 an hour. No, vodka. Polish vodka. 95%. It's been on my to-do list, but I still... it's gone up a little bit. Being a tight ass. I went for the beers. And had those instead. So I thought I might get a bottle of vodka, but I didn't. The only thing I've been sort of doing is swatting, well, not swatting up, but reading a couple of brewing books, the Clone Brews 200 recipes and the English Camera How to Brew Your Own Real Ale at Home book. Interesting actually, because some of the beers in the books are the same, but the way to get the end result is totally different, or very reasonably different anyway, even to the use of different hops and things. For, I think it was for Old Peculiar, which I don't mind. I have bought a bottle of that and tried that and thought, yeah, I'd brew that. I know a lot of you guys are doing hobgoblins, but I ain't overly struck on that one. But who knows? I've certainly got enough extract cans to do a basis for a partial. I just really haven't got the time to sort of think about doing another all grain. I would like to, because I've got grains here ready. I've got 2 lager type brews planned, which I've got the pretty much all the ingredients for. I think maybe some hops, I think is the only thing I need for those. And that's Marisota uncrushed. Obviously I've got my little grain mill, so I can crush my own grains, which is the idea of buying that, because obviously that will keep longer as a whole husk. So I can't remember what one I was going to brew now. I'll have to look in my book. And then there's obviously all the other little experimental brews with extracts and partials. I'd also like to get time to revisit my pumpkin ale, and obviously ferment it now when the temperature is a little bit more stable in the house, and try obviously a lighter extract rather than a dark extract, because although it did come out quite as a dark ale, because I used a mild kit, because I couldn't get a light amber extract, which is what the basis of the recipe called for, was a light amber extract. And I thought the mild would be a lighter colour than it actually was. It weren't, but it still produced a drinkable beer, so who cares? But yeah, so I'd like to do another pumpkin ale, and hopefully that'd be ready for Halloween. Not that we really do much for Halloween, because the kids are pretty much grown up now. But it's handy to throw the bottles to the trick-or-treaters, you know, when they come round the house. Empty ones, of course, not full ones. But I do have a little surprise for them, because I have a tripwire which holds a 12 gauge blank, and I put that across. Any unwanted visitations, they get a large explosion at their feet, and they normally empty the bowels and run away. I'm nice like that, you see. Nice, personable, friendly, come round, buy your own frigging sweets. Yeah, I'm going to probably wind up now, guys. I'm sorry. I can't really waffle on unless we go off subject. And continue on other stuff that's not homebrew related, like CB aerials and decorating rooms, and not having a bleeding van, so I can't buy plasterboard to put in the van to bring home to put on my ceiling, which is holding me up now. And I keep looking every day, twice a day, on Gumtree and Fleabay for another van. and I'm getting zilch. So the search will continue for new transport for the hillbilly. Anyway guys, I'm gonna blow, and before I do that, real ones still taste better than electric ones. Catch you later.